3 in 4 banking customers use their mobile banking app solely for transactional purposes such as transfers or payments. Think about those millions of pounds invested in innovative banking services which go completely unused. Think about those lost opportunities to generate sales of your banking products through that app. Think about the breakdown in a once trusted, meaningful relationship between bank and customer. This is Isabel, I am Hamza, and we from Meniga are excited to share with you how we are working with leading banks across the globe to change this. Our latest product, Insight Factory, is a next-gen admin platform designed to create, manage, and deliver hyper-personalized information, or as we call them, insights. Insight Factory is designed to augment your digital channels as well as amplify the overall banking experience for your customers, therefore allowing you to transition from a transactional application to becoming a trusted digital advisor, and thereby allowing you to advise on all topics which matter most to your customers, such as saving, spending, or investments. In today's example, we'll run through the demo in insight creation and in the context of our carbon tracking solution, which we demoed at FinovateEurope last year. So the goal here is to send the right information to the right customer at the right time and in the right context. So that's important, so I'll say it again. Right information, right customer, right time, and right context. So let's get started. Isabel here is a bank admin. She was challenged by her management team to run a quick campaign to increase the uptake of a new sustainable investments offering. Isabel is not a technical person, and as many great skills as she may have in the real world today, she only has good business logic and a hypothesis. Her hypothesis is that customers with some spare cash and those who actively track their carbon footprint will probably be more likely to want to take up such a solution. So rather than start from scratch, Isabel is going to use Meniga's Insight Library to get a head start. Here she selects from one of the out-of-the-box insights, and namely here, sustainable investments. This pre-populates some of the key components of an insight. So the content, this is when I said the right information. The trigger, this is the right time. The audience, this is the right customer. And the channel, the right context. So let's get started here. The trigger is the first thing that Isabel is going to define. This is when an insight gets triggered or activated. The trigger can either be event-based, in real time, or scheduled for a particular time or day. It's important to get this right because too soon, and it isn't relevant for that customer, too late, and they've already lost their opportunity to act. So here, Isabel has selected the trigger being upon receipt of a salary, a point in time in which she assumes the user will have a higher than normal account balance and, again, will potentially be more willing to invest. Next, audience. This is about who the insight goes out to. And as per her hypothesis, Isabel has selected customers who opt in to track their carbon footprint and customers who have an average monthly cash flow of greater than 1,000 euros. Isabel could equally have imported customer segments from the bank's CRM to speed things along even more. Next up, the content. So this is what information goes out to the customer. And here, Isabel has added dynamic text to add some personalization to this, to really build intimacy with the customer. She's also added rich media in the form of an image, and she could have equally added some links. Finally, the channel. We'll go through a few examples of different channels and how this comes through onto the end user's perspective. So for now, let's activate the insight. Fantastic. As you can see, the insight has come through as a push notification on the user's mobile banking app. However, this lacks a bit of context. So next up, we've shown it come through as a pull notification into the user's banking experience and shown in the context of them having received a salary. But we can do better than that. Next, it's come through within the context of a user's carbon footprint. So again, just really embedding that sustainability message here. But finally, Isabel may not want to send this out to the customer at all. She may want to receive the insight herself so that she can conduct the customer contact on her own. And here you can see she's received it as an email into her inbox. So let's see how that insight is performing. What we have here is some analytics dashboard for the insight. The most key thing here is the sales funnel. So this shows the journey all the way through from click to sales conversion, and you can see the performance of this insight over time. But again, this is just one insight. Isabel has a portfolio of insights which she is managing. So what she can do is she can view all of the key metrics in relation to her portfolio here. Most notably, what the most and least effective insights are. This helps her build a kind of test and learn approach so that she can iteratively improve and increase her outcome. So before I go, I'd just like to talk about one last thing. We recognize that not wanting to irritate or spam customers is super important to banks. And as such, we've developed global policies here so that you can set limits on the frequency and amount of insights you send out. However, we've gone one step further by adding intelligence to the solution in the form of adaptive engagement. And what this does is it automatically increases the number of insights for customers who interact more with them and dials it down for customers that don't, allowing them to receive only the most important insights. So I hope from this short demonstration you can understand the mechanics of this easy-to-use solution, and you can picture its use in your banking experience. The benefits of this are plentiful in the form of a more loyal customer, massively increasing your opportunity to sell in digitally, and also getting the most on your spent investments. We are Meniga. You will find us outside near the barista station, where we'll be happy to talk through our vision with you. Thank you.
Thanks.